Welcome to another episode of FCS TV. My name's Stephanie. A godly relationship is one rooted in Jesus. The Bible talks a lot about marriage, but what the Bible doesn't explicitly talk about is dating and courtship. So today, by God's grace, we're going to try and discuss these issues. So with me on set today, I have Uche and Sommy. I would just like to thank you for just being on set with us today.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
So, according to the Bible, honourable, considerate, not harsh are some of the qualities listed in the Bible. So, if you're to be in a relationship with yourself, what are some of the qualities that you would like to see?
With myself?
Yes.
Okay. Basically asking if I'm in a relationship with myself, the characters I want in someone I'm going to be in a relationship with, right?
What
Or
if
If you were to date yourself or you were to pick yourself as a marriage partner, what will you look out for in yourself?
Yes.
Okay. So I'll look out for someone that's respectful, because you have to pay respect. No matter the age the person is, respect is really important in any relationship. Someone who wouldn't belittle me, who wouldn't belittle my opinions and the things that I say, even if I'm wrong, but at least correct me in a way that wouldn't make me feel little. Someone who is loyal. Yeah. Loyal / faithful. Those three things I can say.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll be looking out for sincerity, loyalty, ambition, someone that is industrious, and generally someone I can build with, that can support my visions, not someone that has a different value system, so to say, not someone that will not be able to understand the lights or the area in which I'm coming from, someone that I can actually tell my viewpoint and the person will be able to support and assist, because that's the actual essence of helpmates in that sense, because a helpmate is someone that should be able to see what you have in hand and help you make it better, nurture it.
Okay, thank you. So, is it actually possible to be ready for a romantic relationship, or is it something that just happens?
Ready?
Yeah.
To a certain extent, yes.
Okay.
I think you have to attain a certain level of readiness.
Okay.
Because obviously in a relationship you should still grow. As a human being, you're meant to grow. You can't say, okay, yes, I've attained everything and then I'm ready to get into a relationship. You are still growing as a human being, and then your partner as well, you guys are meant to grow together. So I think to a certain extent you should have attained a certain level of readiness. Maybe in your spiritual life, you should have gotten somewhere. You shouldn't be at a phase where if someone comes into your life now, you'll be easily drawn out.
Okay.
So yeah, you have to be ready to a certain extent. But I think another question like you should ask yourself is, why do you want to get into a relationship? Why is it because you're lonely? Is it because you just want someone? So the reason why you want it to why you want to get into a relationship is important as well.
Okay, thank you.
By romantic relationship, are you talking about sexual intimacy? Is that what we mean?
By the term romantic relationship includes, like by definition, it would be something that's like emotional attraction, something that causes, it's a pleasurable emotional attraction. So in that phase, that would include marriage, it would include courtship, it would include dating, it would include just liking someone. So we just want to say romantic relationship as just the umbrella for just what we're going to talk about today. Am I clear? Okay.
Well, I'll still go back to purpose. When purpose is unknown, abuse is inevitable. So what is the purpose for which you want to go into that romantic relationship? Are you going into that romantic relationship because you're looking for a male or female partner to to sleep with and just gratify your body at that point in time? Or are you going into that relationship because you're looking for someone that you want to build up with? Are you going into that relationship because you know that with that person you derive a sense of fulfillment and you guys can actually start a home for? So you need to answer the why. Why am I going into this romantic relationship to start with? If it's something that you just want to do casually, then to be honest, you just should attain a certain level of mental maturity before you go into the relationship. That's to avoid the whole issue of we youth saying, oh, this young man broke my heart, or this girl cheated on me, and as the case may be.
Okay. So you're trying to say that if you're ready for a romantic relationship, you will get heartbroken, or what? Like, can you just explain a little bit more?
Okay, let me just interject a little bit, because you asked if you're ready for a relationship, does that mean you're not going to get heartbroken? Just because you're ready doesn't mean the other person that you're getting into the relationship is ready.
Okay.
So it's a two-way thing.
Okay.
So after checking yourself, when you feel like, okay, you're ready now for a relationship, now you have to check that person before you get into a relationship. So being ready doesn't mean, okay, now you're not going to get heartbroken. It's possible that you will get heartbroken if you're not in the relationship with someone who's ready for you at that moment.
Okay. Yeah. So what are some of the things that you can check for another person?
Well, everyone has their different preferences, and things that they look out for in a partner. Like I said, I want someone who respects me, who doesn't belittle me, and who's loyal to me. So whatever your preference in a partner is, then you look out for that. But I would say though, don't be too focused on your list, because people tend to have this list, and I want person to be this and that. Yes, I think there are core values that you should have that you shouldn't change for anyone. But when it comes to things like maybe the physical things now, maybe the person's physique, I think there are certain things that you can tweak. So don't be too focused on the list, but still have the core values that you need in someone. And then if the person has that, then why not?
So I get the idea of being ready now, in the sense that now if you're going into a relationship, has to do with a partnership. If you're establishing a partnership with someone, a business partnership, you guys have to examine yourselves. What am I bringing in? How can I am I willing to give my 100% to build this company? Are you willing to bring your 100% to build this company? If I'm the only one bringing 100%, at the end of the day, you're bringing 50 or 20 or 30% into building the company. At the end of the day, we'll see that the company is not going to move to the points that we have envisioned for it. So before you get into a relationship, not to talk about a romantic relationship, because that's a different thing altogether. A relationship to start with, before you get into the relationship, both parties should be willing to, comprehensively say what they are willing to offer, what they are willing to bring to the table. If that's where communication comes in, when you've communicated and you've understood yourself and know that, okay, I'm willing to give my 100%, you are willing to bring my 100%, then we can actually start up something. But until then I don't think you should just go into a relationship blindly without communicating with a partner prior.
Okay, thank you. So, how do you know if a relationship is right for you?
Ladies first.
Okay, if a relationship is right for you, first of all, is the relationship adding value to you?
Okay.
Because it's important. You can't just be in a relationship because you're either growing or decreasing. Yeah, I don't think there's any middle ground.
Yeah.
If you're not growing, you're going down.
Yeah.
So is the relationship making you a better person daily? Is the relationship adding value to your life? And also, what's the center of your relationship? Scratch that. I'll go back. Is the relationship adding value to you and also your partner? In your relationship, you don't just think about yourself. Yes, you're receiving, but are you giving as well? So you have to think about that. I think the core thing is the value, and also, are you happy in that relationship? Because yeah, okay, you're in a relationship with someone that's a fellow Christian as you are, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's the right relationship just because it's a Christian or just because okay you guys go to the same church. It doesn't mean you guys should be in a relationship. But are you happy, and are you guys adding value to each other?
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of value are you talking about? Because because obviously as Christians we all know that the importance or like the fundamental thing is our love for God. So what kind of value like are you really talking about when you say that is someone adding value to you?
In different aspects, in several aspects in your spiritual life, are you guys supporting each other in growing, even in your personal life, even like with your career or with your ambitions, are you guys pushing each other forward or drawing each other back? So in different aspects, spiritually and just your personal life, even your character, is it helping you build better character? Is it helping you become a better person? So yeah, just different things.
Thank you.
Well, if she's spoken she has said everything, but in a nutshell, I'll just say that so long as the relationship, the partner is not being self-centered, he or she is not thinking about themselves alone and not about the partner. For instance, I want to tell you my problems at all times. I want you to give me a listening ear, but I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to ask you how your own day went, but I want you to listen to things concerning my own day. That's being self-centered, that's being selfish. So that kind of partner in the long run will not be able to help you get to the level you're supposed to get to in your career, or in your academics, or in your spiritual life, as the case may be. So a right relationship should be a balanced relationship in which both partners are offering 100% of whatever they have to offer.
Okay, thank you. So another question I'd like to ask is, what are some of the conversations we're supposed to have? What are some of the conversations we are supposed to have as young adults with people we're looking to go into a romantic relationship with? Or what are some of the questions maybe you've asked in the past? You found, maybe you met someone you liked, he or she, and you thought, okay, because of this, what I found out about this person's not right for me. So what are some of the conversations you think are important for you to have with people that you're looking to?
So that when you're in a relationship? Before, when,
just what are some of the important things to find out?
Okay, so like I was saying about adding value, yeah? So for example, you're having a conversation about maybe a goal you have, a vision you have for yourself. So those kinds of conversations, and just general, like it doesn't have to be too serious. It's not like every time we're talking about our goals. No, we can just have casual conversations. Okay, yeah, how was your day? And then it leads to different things. Just your aspirations in life, and also just fun things as well. Okay, yes, you're a Christian, but it's not that deep, it's not that serious that okay, every single moment it has to, okay, let's talk about the Bible today. Yeah, you talk about those things as well, but also try to incorporate other fun things as well.
Okay.
I agree with the part of...
So, okay, cool. I don't think you guys are really getting what I'm trying to say. You meet someone, you have certain conversations with that person, whether Christian or not Christian, and you find out, okay, this person is not in line for God's will for my life, or this person doesn't fit the term, maybe romantic, like godly romantic relationships, or this person is just not right for me. So what kind of conversations do you have to kind of, you can meet a guy now, the guy might just be obsessed with your body. That can be a signal that okay, like I need to run away from this guy. So those are some of the things that like asking.
Okay, I get your question now. So I think with that, try to get to know the person more, because you can only find out if that person is right for you, in a sense, if you get to know about the person. For example, I met one guy a few years back, and we were talking, we went on a walk. When I saw him I was like, good. But then we started talking, we're just talking about life, himself, myself, and at the end I was like, oh my god, never, I cannot date that kind of guy. He was cool, right, but not for me. Like he was saying stuff like, okay, you know, I need my wife to be praying for me, I just need to sit. There just different things that he was saying, that I'm like, nah, maybe there's someone for you who can there's someone for you, but then not me.
Yeah.
So getting to know the person,
Okay.
just asking questions that will help you understand who the person is.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I think it's not just about the communication for the first day, like what you discussed in that first instant, because to be honest, some guys can actually hide their intentions. Some guys are very good actors. They can put up one front to you just to appear like they want saint, and at the end of the day, that's not who they are. So it's not just about how the guy is treating you, because you say, oh, he made me have butterflies in my stomach and all that, and I fell in love with him at first sight. He took me on an expensive date, he bought me this, he bought me that, he took me shopping, he bought me Versace and Gucci, as the case may be. But it's not just about how he treats you, but it's about how he treats others, observing his day-to-day lifestyle and attributes, what he invests his time in, what are his hobbies, what are his interests, what is his vision, where does he hope to get to be in the next few years. So it's not just about that peripheral front that he puts up in front of you to impress you, but you still have to, beyond what he shows, I think it's even advisable that you should maybe get to know his close friends or his family members that can actually tell you more about this guy, so you don't just get deceived by that facade, that appearance that he has put up, that illusion that you've just seen. So beyond that, you need to do a deep research for yourself.
Okay, thank you. Some people say that God revealed their spouse to them in a dream or in a vision. So I just want to ask, like, is there really such a thing as a soulmate? Do we think that there's a soulmate? Because you can be compatible with so many people, but that person being compatible with you might not go in line with God's will for your life. So is there really such a thing as a soulmate? Because when God created Adam, he created Eve, not just another woman. I think Eve was made specifically for Adam. So just based on that.
It's possible in cases that there might be certain people that God might actually reserve for different people, because from a biblical standpoint, I recorded that Abraham had to ask his servant to leave the location they were in to go to his father's land to go search for a wife for his son, because he didn't want his son to pick a wife out of the ungodly or unrighteous people that were in that particular location. And then it was recorded that the servant said, Lord, please, the way I will know that this woman is the one for my master's son is if she comes and she feeds the donkeys and also gives me a drink. So the Lord, he was just praying that, Lord, out of your own will, confirm the woman you've reserved for my master's son by showing me this particular sign. So of which his prayer was answered, and at that point in time, he got that confirmation that yes, Rachel is the one for Isaac. That's it. So there are times that God can also actually give people confirmation. The Bible says he sets eternity in the hearts of men. So it could be that he has reserved certain people, all you need is just for the Lord. Now I think I'm compatible with this person. Now I think our value system matches. Now I think our visions matches. Now I think that we're working in line with purpose. Now I think that this particular person might be my helpmate. But is that what you want from me? Will this marriage be a disastrous one? Confirm to me. He can actually whisper to you. People have different ways of hearing God. Some people say they hear him audibly. Some people say he confirms through the word of God that they read. So God can actually show you a sign in different ways. So it's 100% possible that there could actually be someone that he has reserved for you. At the same time, it's still you can still be the one to search out for yourself and then lean on him. The Bible says, trust the Lord and lean not unto your own understanding. So you lean on him for him to have the final say, for him to actually confirm that okay, this marriage will benefit you or not. So it won't be a situation where you go into the marriage based on your own instincts, and along the way, 5 years down the line, 2 years down the line, you begin to encounter quarrels and frictions. At the end of the day, you end up having a divorce.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so I personally, I don't necessarily think that God will show you the one for you. I think God gives us the free will to choose. He lets us choose for ourselves. So as long as you're working in line with God's purpose in your life, the path that He has ordained for you, I think that you will have to be the one to choose for yourself. Okay, maybe there are people who say, God showed me the one for me, but I feel like we will have to choose, because even if he shows that person to you, you have to decide for yourself. Okay, do I want this person? Because God might tell you, okay, this is the one, but you will have to decide for yourself. Do I want that person?
To God. Is that not disobeying God? If God has shown you somebody and you're saying, God, no.
But then,
is that not
like,
disobeying God?
But like I said earlier, I really don't believe or think that God will impose on us.
Okay.
I don't think God, rather, he doesn't impose on us. He lets us choose.
Okay.
So I feel like, yeah, you will get to pick that person that you want for yourself.
Or could you say
your
that
free will can actually work for you, but will you be able to live with the consequences of your free will?
You're free will, but then you're also walking in line with God's purpose. So now let's say that there's Christian brother A, Christian brother B, and C. They are all really good Christians and they love God. So now they are all there. Okay, now you have to pick who do you want. You choose. So you're also walking in line with God's purpose for your life. You're walking according to the path God has set for you. And then there can be several people there for you to pick from.
You know, direct. They say you choose, so you're choosing based on certain signs that He has equally shown you or He has laid in your heart.
Exactly. So you're walking according to this path.
Yeah, then that means the free will is, in a nutshell, you're saying that the free will is in line with God's plan. And definitely we're still saying the same thing. That means God still chooses.
But then He doesn't. I don't feel like he would point that one person to you and say, okay, yeah, this is the person. Now go for that person. You would choose.
Yeah,
for
but
yourself
I say there are
who that
instances
person
where
is.
it works because scripturally the Bible recorded that God specifically told the prophet Hosea to go and marry for himself a prostitute. So why would God ask him?
Prostitute?
Yes, it's recorded in the Bible.
Like was there a particular lady? Okay, Rebecca.
It was a prostitute.
The woman was a prostitute,
okay.
a renowned prostitute. The Lord told her, go and marry this particular prostitute.
So it works for some people, but then I also think you can choose for yourself.
I feel that God loves us so much, and God will not want anything that's not the best for you. So if God actually tells someone, maybe if you have something to say, if God actually tells someone, this is who I think is the best person for you, and you turn around and you're like, no. Do you not think maybe it's better for such a person to go back to God in prayer and say, God, can you make me, or can you help me to get to that decision, instead of turning your back and saying no and go for someone else, because you don't know what would happen 20-30 years down the line.
Well, like you said, it's better for that person to go back in prayer. If you
no,
decide,
you go,
to go back in prayer. If you disobey, well, it's God. There will be a consequence, probably. So yeah, it's better to go back in prayer. Yeah, but for me, just my own thoughts with the one thing, I don't necessarily think that there's that one person for us. We get to choose for ourselves. That's just it for me.
Thank you all very much. Actually, this is the end of the first segment of the relationship talk. So thank you all for being on set with us today. I really, really appreciate you. The key ingredients to any successful, godly, romantic relationship, marriage, is loving God above anything else. God is interested in every aspect of our life. The Bible told us to seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all other things shall be added unto you. So seek God in all things, and trust me, He will surely come through. Thank you.